So that's, and that's what the guys do when they do their debriefs at the end of the day. Because if you consciously record these trades, what your decision making was like in the moment, what your self-talk was like in the moment, you then go, the next time you're faced with that experience, you know how to handle it better. Because now you've kind of, you've almost programmed into your unconscious that pattern, you're able to operate from more of an instinctive perspective. So really important, your debriefing structure of patterns. And so a few of the guys some of the senior guys did exceptionally well. Some of the junior guys made okay money, but if I had to show you their trade sheets and see where they got in, they literally gone out for like 10 ticks and the market went, over 2 big figures. So it's just these kind of execution, exit management from that perspective. So I would really look, this week's been about being incredibly picky. So we had the oil inside day, volume break on Wednesday. We had the gold double inside day this week, and then a break towards the upside on the futures session this morning, which literally I think it blipped up 30 ticks. It was a very hard trade to get on. And then this morning's BTP play after the news from last night. And really, and then oil Monday inside daybreak. So if I had to really dig down of, 18 hours of trading a day, where all the money was made on the floor, those were the key sessions. And those last you, literally, okay, the oil inside daybreaks was an entire afternoon move. But it shows you how important patience and discipline is, and waiting, and the old days of just clicking your fingers away isn't right for these markets at this present moment. So the patience is very important, and then acting fast. So one of our head traders who did really well, not exceptionally well, but did really well. He was down, like leaking a little bit of money every single day this week, and then within a minute, he's up handsomely on the week. So it just shows you, being prepared, being at your desk. By being at your desk, you're also creating your own luck. He's like a little squirrel. He has all his nuts in the corner there. He sometimes wishes he had a toilet there, but he doesn't like leaving his desk, especially if there's a crisis. And you get it with the top guys. They literally are too scared to leave their desk when the markets are moving around. But it shows you in a moment you can make your entire week. And in the month of August, we've had some good opportunity. We had that was July, sorry, the Juncker Trump. But the last couple of weeks, it has felt like those summer markets. And during this period, preservation of your capital and your energy. And I know this is hard to say when you're a junior trader, because you're just trying to cover your desk fees, you're trying to make some ends meet. Whereas a senior guy, is a little bit easier for him because he's probably got a big account to rest on. He doesn't have to take advantage of every opportunity, but you should still practice these good practices at the beginning of your career. The patience has been really rewarded, and the case in point was yesterday. And also making sure you're doing more planning than doing. It's moments where you're scouring the market, you're scouring the charts, you're looking at opportunities, you're reading up on the Italian budget. What's the timeline? When do you think how will the narrative unravel? When will Salvini and De Maio have an argument against Tria? The economics, you know the players, because when that headline hits the news, you have that 1 or 2 seconds. We get the news very quick here, the way we organize our news feeds. But when you do get that opportunity, how are you going to react in that moment? Because you have done your homework. You haven't just been watching a screen or looking at a news channel or some, I don't know, sometimes in the old days, guys used to have some horrendously crude stuff on their price ladder monitors, on the internet monitors. But that's the week. Always, even in quiet weeks, there's lots to learn, because you'll be faced with these weeks in the future. Unless, you can't just take a week and say, it's a quiet week, bam. But take your quiet week, learn how you could have traded more effectively, how you could have done better, because when you face with it again in the future, you're just a bit more experienced and more knowledgeable on how to tackle these markets. Okay, so all the best for the rest of the week. As a floor, we are one of the main macro themes that we're looking at is just the unraveling of this Italian budget. How hardcore are De Maio and Salvini going to be? And it might not be important news, but plotting the narrative. We're waiting for the first German comment to hit the wires and saying we don't agree with this Italian budget. That's going to be, because we spot the patterns of the news from our own experience. So these are little things that we're keeping an eye on. And from a macro, sometimes macro events come out of nowhere, and you just have to be ready for it. But at the moment, this Italian budget could be something, and so worth you learning a little bit about Italian politics, and just Google Italian budget and just create the dress rehearsal for yourself.